I can also use getDiff to compare changes between two branches. So if I have two branches, currently I don't in the repo I was showing you, but whatever branch 1 is and branch 2 are, Git will do a diff between the files in those branches. So all the files in those branches, although you can narrow it down as well. So let's do a quick demo of that. I need to make a branch. So why don't I commit the changes? I added indigo and I added violet, and I added my numbers file. Let's just go with add violet and create numbers. And then I'll add a couple numbers here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Git status. Let's do clear this. Git commit -am. Add more numbers. Alrighty. And now if I make a branch, so I'm going to create a new branch, git switch -c. We'll call this branch, how about odd numbers? So on this branch, I'm only going to have odd numbers. So I'm going to delete 2, and I'll delete 4. I'll do a commit. So I'll add numbers, then I'll commit, removed 2 and 4. Okay, and then let's also add 5 down at the bottom. So we'll do a git add numbers, git commit, add 5. Okay, so right now we have two branches. Nothing very exciting, but we have master and odd numbers. And if I want to do a comparison between the two of them, I want to see what has changed from master to odd numbers or vice versa. The order does matter, but I list the two branches and I separate them by 2 dots, or you can actually just add a space. Both of them will do the same thing. So let's do from master to odd numbers first. So git diff master ... odd numbers. And the only file that changed was numbers. We still have the colors file on both branches, but there's no differences, so there's nothing to display. Now here we can see that numbers.txt version A, which is from the master branch, because of that order that I wrote, master to odd numbers. This one is from the master branch, and this one is from my odd numbers branch. So we see that on the master branch, which is A, it has the minus sign in front of it. That's its designated symbol. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, and we did not have this stuff, right? Then on B, we have the plus sign as its symbol. So we had 1, 3, and then 5. So that's new on the odd numbers branch, and it does not include 2 and 4. If I change the order, git diff odd numbers, and then master, now we see things have flipped. So A has been assigned the minus sign, but A this time is the odd numbers branch, and B is master. So here, right on the master branch, B with a plus sign, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's the opposite of what we saw previously. So that order does matter. Also, just to make this clear, we get the same outcome if we just use a space. But people like to use the ... Maybe it makes it, I don't know, makes it clearer, that you're doing that comparison. But you'll see both of them. And then let me just quickly change one of these files. So let's do red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. I don't know, odd numbers will only display the odd numbered color. So if this is 1, get rid of 2. That's 3. We get rid of 4, 5, and 6. I don't know, I might have totally screwed that up. But whatever, we have fewer colors here. So now we type git status. Let's make a commit here. So I'll add the colors file, and we'll just go with remove some colors. All right, so now if I do a git diff, let's go from master to odd numbers again. We have 2 files that are showing up. So the colors file changed from master to odd numbers, right? On master, which is A, we had orange, green, and indigo. They are not present on the odd numbers branch, and we didn't add anything new. But on the numbers file, we have the same thing we saw earlier. We don't need to go over it again. So now we have multiple files because there were changes to multiple files between those branches. So that's how you compare branches with git diff, ... or a space between 2 branch names.